Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Nighttime Show. Today, we have head writer Matt Walker. Brian, our producer, is here. Our special guest, one of the most incredibly beautiful, sexy, hilarious, funniest comedians in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, Kate Quigley is here. Woo! And of course, the man behind the magic, the fattest David Blaine in history, the man who makes Siegfried and Roy look straight, Stephen Kramer-Glickman.
Mike Black's job is secure.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone.
Steven, that was worse than Robbie.
Yeah, I know.
Robbie's intros were better than that.
Robbie's intros are not better.
They were Robbie's intros were better than that. That's what I'm telling you.
God.
I really like the intro you gave yourself. That was amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Oh.
How we doing?
Yeah, I would have gone for first runner-up for People's Sexiest Man Alive. That's what I would have gone with.
Really?
What is on your shirt? Can we tell the audience what you're wearing?
I'm wearing a Pink Dolphin shirt.
It's clown clothes. He wears clown clothes from
These
Pink
are
Dolphin.
not clown clothes.
Is it upside down? I'm really trying to look at it for upside down beer cans or
no,
water
it's
cup.
like
What is it?
it's like Slurpee upside down.
Upside down
Slurpee cups.
Slurpee cups spilling all over the dolphins.
Spilling
Big
and
dolphins.
the dolphins.
It's amazing. It's very printed. You're very printed.
I have emotional.
It's hip-hop gear that he gets for free.
Yes,
I think it is. I think it's meant to be worn by like black rappers,
it
and
is.
then you
It's
wear
absolutely.
and then I wear.
Yeah. It's absolutely like
You know what's so funny too is that some of the colors and stuff that they pick for their clothes look horrible on me, but then they have other stuff that I really dig.
I think you give them negative street cred.
I don't give
Like
You're
they
a
take it
bastard.
away.
You're such a rat bastard.
I don't know. What I think is you're expanding their demographic.
Thank
That-
you.
You know,
Thank
now-
you, Kate.
Well, actually, the
Yeah.
people who probably buy their stuff are Jewish dudes in Beverly Hills that come to Fairfax and they think they're going to look cool.
It's mostly the Asian
Asian people.
Is it
Yeah.
really?
It is the Asians.
The Asians love Pink Dolphin
Most Asians.
and G Star. Are you
And-
familiar with G Star?
Well, there's only two people that like they make like stuff like shirts for me. Like I'm a big guy, so they have like
Do they have to special order for you?
they do. They
Shut
special order. They
They're
special
like, you're
order.
not in the Asian size book.
No, they really do. They keep a couple of
So you're saying
shirts.
I could just walk
and
in
a
and they
couple
got
sweaters.
plenty of stuff I could wear.
Oh yeah. But for me,
Okay.
it's me and Rick Ross are the only two people sponsored by Pink Dolphin that are as big as we are.
How did this
Nice.
happen to you? How in the world was Pink Dolphin like, you're the guy to wear our
Because you had to
shit?
deal with LRG for a while.
Yeah, it could not be a weirder version of a story.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's pretty weird. I was on the Ricky Lake show.
You
Remember
were?
Ricky
Yeah.
Lake?
Have you
Fuck
seen it?
yeah. Yes,
It's
of
on,
course.
no, I mean him on there.
You haven't seen me
No.
on there?
It's
Oh.
on YouTube, I think.
It has hundreds of thousands of views. It
Yeah.
did very well.
Shut up.
I'll send it to you.
Please.
I lost at one point. I lost 100 pounds. So I went from 370 pounds down to like 260 or something like this.
wow.
And then now I'm like I put on like 30 since then. So
Okay.
I'm like 290.
30.
Fuck you, fuck you, you bastard.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I'm trying to get back down. Trying to
Yeah.
get back down to the best possible weight.
to the
right?
Ricky Lake weight.
To the Ricky Lake weight.
Got it.
That's what we call it around the house. The Ricky Lake weight.
Okay.
Ricky Lake weight.
I'm sure
That's-
she
try to say
loves that.
Yeah.
She must love that.
Oh yeah.
I'm a dude trying to get down to the Ricky Lake weight.
I'm trying to look like Ricky Lake. That's what I'm trying to get down to. So
great.
when I went on the show, I was sitting backstage and I had this LRG T-shirt that I was going to wear that I liked, that looked good, and I brought a Pink Dolphin shirt that I'd bought that I had with me that I was like, I could wear this one. And right before I was about to go on the air, they were like, you have to have a release if you're going to wear a shirt that has a logo on
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I call LRG and no one answered the phone. And I kept calling and writing, couldn't get a hold of anyone. So I called Pink Dolphin. And at the time there was only a few people running the company. Now it's a huge company that makes a lot of money, but back then it was just a few guys. And so they answered right away, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll sign a release right now." And they signed their release before I went on the air, and then I got sponsored by them. And then now I've been with them for 5 years, 4 years,
So
5 years. So
funny.
every month I walk in the store and they pull all this stuff for me, jackets and sweaters and cool shit,
And they just give it to you.
sunglasses, wallets, whatever. Yeah, and then I wear their stuff on all the carpets.
You want to hear a great sponsorship story?
Please.
I just, I have a podcast too. And so I've been reaching out to people lately to get advertisers for the podcast. So this company follows me the other day on Twitter. And basically they're like, like the shaving club for men that sends you like shaving stuff every month, like razors.
Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah. Okay. It's like Dollar Shave Club, but for tampons. So it's like every.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like I never heard of it till they followed me on
Tampon
Twitter.
Club.
Yeah, so they send you like a
What are
little.
they called?
I can't remember. I had to look them up. So they send
amazing.
you like a little black box in the mail that comes with, you pick like your flow situation, and then they send you what you need, and then they send you chocolate in the box with it and like a nice like a compliment or
This is
something.
like a whole period kit.
It's a period kit. So I messaged them and I'm like, hey, you guys follow me on Twitter. This might be a cool fit for my podcast. I have a lot of female listeners. Do you want to advertise? And they wrote me back and they were like, well, we don't really have an advertising budget, but what we're happy to do is send you our kit monthly.
We'll send
If
you a free
just-
box.
Yeah, if you just post about it on your Instagram. And I'm like, how do I post about tampons? I'm like, how am I hey guys, it's my time of the month, but here's my box of chocolate. Like how
Yeah.
how do you make that
I'm
like
very moody right now, but this is mailing me out. They sent me some Fritos this month.
right? Like how do I make it a not embarrassing like
You don't.
post?
No,
on my
You don't. You just suck it up and be embarrassed. Like
You take the box, you open it up, you open some chocolate and some tampons, and you lay face first into it, and have someone take a picture
Take a
of
picture.
you.
Yeah.
Laying face first into it.
Right?
You
And we
take more
fucking-
embarrassing selfies every day, anyways.
I mean,
You
I
could pull that off.
I do post about PMSing all the time. I've been like, my period is like a week late right now, so I've been like posting about how bad my PMS is all week long.
Sure.
But I don't know, for some reason, I just thought it was the weirdest. Like you see, like the fitness girls on Instagram with like the protein shakes,
Yeah.
but
Right,
like
yeah.
you never see someone holding up a pack of like Playtex. Like who is doing that?
Yeah, but
Kate
you can,
Quigley, that's who's doing it.
Dude,
That
you
could
can
be my
pull it
thing.
off. You
Yeah.
can pull it off. I believe in you. Like, there's I told
You
my-
take your bikini shot and there's like a string hanging out, and then that's your picture.
There you go.
That kind of happened to me on my. I swear
Are
to
you
God.
serious?
On my TV show, on my Playboy TV show, I was in the booth recording voiceover for this current season that's running, and I saw a clip where I'm walking up steps in a really short skirt, and I can see the tampon string.
No.
Yes! And
What
no,
did you do? What did you do?
I didn't say anything. No, because what are we gonna do at
It
that
made the
point?
air?
It was already like we were
You're like,
recording the
CGI that
voiceover.
string out of here.
I didn't even. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this go. I don't think that many people watch this network. I'm just gonna.
Shit. Holy shit.
So I didn't say anything.
You know, there's somebody at home that's like, that's my fetish.
Oh god.
There's somebody where that's their thing.
Jesus.
For sure, watching my
Guaranteed,
show.
that's their thing.
I got hit up.
Especially your show, yeah, because it's all about
Yeah.
I got hit up here at the club. There was a show I was on that was sponsored by a blow. It was called Blow Paste. Or
I know
blow-
what that is.
You know what it is?
Of course.
Blow
Is it the
job.
numbing thing?
It's blowjob paste.
Yeah.
but it's mint flavored.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
I-
you like put it. It's like lube that's like flavored. Lube,
I know of that.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were here and they asked if I would take a picture with one of their blow paste things, and I was like, "Yeah, fucking whatever." And so I took a picture with it, and
Great.
yeah, and then they start like tweeting and Instagramming me and blasting me
Oh, God.
with pictures of it, and I was like, "You guys do whatever you want. I'm not retweeting any of this shit." Like,
Of course not.
But
Like, I'm in a
then
kids movie.
Yeah, but then you start thinking about like we've on our podcast we've been like like we've been hit up by sex toy companies
Sure.
and weed companies. We had a
Some vape
sponsor,
thing we did.
a vape company that we
Yeah.
were doing sponsor stuff for, but and then we do a lot of stuff with Fireball, which I have no problem when it comes to alcohol.
Love Fireball.
I love them. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And
By the way, have you had a Fireball moment?
oh, I did recently. I did have a Fireball moment recently. Did you know about? Did I tell you about this?
No.
Oh, Kate, did you hear what happened?
I don't know.
Oh, this is.
Let's do another Fireball moment right now.
Well, we can talk about it. I mean, it's not that big a deal.
Is
It's a
that when you
little-
get drunk on Fireball and you do things?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you.
All right.
Yeah. So, Kate, what happened is I went over to Griffith Park to go hiking with Rachel, my girlfriend, and I started I have my backpack on my back, you know, and
Did you have Fireball before you left, or what?
no,
brought it with you?
no, I didn't have a Fireball with me. I was hiking, Matt. That's so weird. So I'm like, anyway,
you said it's a Fireball
well,
moment. What if the
yeah,
Fireball
yeah, but
comes
you'll
in?
see what happens. So
Okay.
I went hiking. I'm up hiking up in the mountains, right? And I'm hiking up there. I'm going up into the hills, and
It's very high up.
yeah, it's really high. But
Wow.
it gets windy, and I lost Rachel. I lost my girlfriend. I don't know where she went. I turned one corner. I thought she was turning. I ended up getting higher and higher up into the mountains, and I get way up there, and you're not gonna believe what I saw.
What?
I saw a Yeti.
In Griffith Park.
A Yeti?
At the
Wow.
top of the mountain in Griffith Park.
In
and the
Los
wind's blowing-
Angeles,
Yeah, in
California.
Los Angeles. In the middle of the forest, this Yeti just...
Was he going to the observatory?
Was it Michael Richards?
No, it wasn't. It was this big, hairy, white beast. He had horns and yellow eyes, and I was terrified. And I said, oh my God!
Oh, excuse me. Hello.
Oh, hi. Are you a Yeti?
Why, yes. I'm a Yeti.
Do you have like a regular? Do you have like a name that you go by, like Thunderous or?
Well,
Something?
what's your name?
Oh, my name's Steven.
Yeah, hi, Steven. You can just call me Yeti. That's fine.
Oh wow. Well, really, it's really great to meet you. What's that you got in your hand there? What is that?
It's a bottle of liquor.
Really? What kind of liquor is that?
Cinnamon-flavored Fireball whiskey.
Wow. They have that all the way up here. Where'd you get that? Is there?
I mean, I got it at Pink Dot. It wasn't that far from here.
There's like a Yeti. Is it like a Yeti Pink Dot or just like a regular Pink Dot?
They deliver up here. It's not so hard.
Oh, wow.
I didn't realize
That's very
that.
convenient.
That is. It's very convenient. So you want to get drunk together?
Yeah, hey, I don't know. Do you got anything going on tomorrow?
Nope.
Cool.
Nope.
Did you walk up here?
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
buy
pre-
you an Uber later if you need a
Oh,
ride home.
I didn't know they come up here. They come up here for Yetis too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so great. I love Uber also. Let's do this thing!
You like shots?
Yeah, let's do some shots!
All right. Hey, this guy's a party animal. Look at that.
And then, guys, what happened was I did some shots and I killed that Yeti.
What?
You killed the Yeti.
Why?
He was so nice.
He seems so polite. I was going to ask for his number.
Look, what happened?
Did you bury the Yeti's body?
I
in
did.
Griffith
I
Park?
buried it up there. Look, I don't know why I told the story.
In the
It's
top of the
so-
mountain.
Listen, shit got fucked up, okay? That's what happens. Sometimes you're up on a mountain. Sometimes
You kill a
shit-
Yeti?
Kill a Yeti.
Look, we got into a little argument over, which Radiohead album was the best, and
Oh,
before you know it,
Sure.
you
Grounds
know,
They're
for
very
murder.
passionate.
I
get it.
really did, and I
Been there.
was really enjoying that Fireball. That's what happens though. Sometimes you drink Fireball whiskey, you have a Fireball moment.
Kill a
Anyways,
Yeti.
let's get back to the show. Hey, guess who just joined us? Mike Black is here. God.
Hey, Mike,
Mike,
can
how are
you
ya?
do an announce for us, like what you would have done for the lovely Kate Quigley? Because
I
Glickman did
sucked
an
at
announce
it.
it.
No,
was,
I loved it.
Oh,
Do you
Kate,
wanna hear
you're
how it's
so
really done?
sweet.
Yeah.
do you-
Here we go.
yeah, let's do this.
gonna-
Like,
he's
Kate,
gonna-
this is what they should. This is what it really.
This is
sounds
what it's
like.
supposed to sound
Yeah.
like.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Playboy Undercover. That's all
You can
need.
make up whatever.
She's on
you
a
want.
show called Playboy Undercover, and Date Fails.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll remember. Whenever you're ready with the music.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mike, good to see you.
Good to
Pal.
see you. Were you telling
Yeah.
the story about how you killed a Yeti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've
He
heard
didn't-
that one?
He didn't love OK Computer as much as you do.
You know what?
The hell is OK Computer?
It's a
It's a
Radiohead
Radiohead
album.
album.
Oh,
Yeah.
he would have killed me too.
Yeah. You're next, Kate.
What were Kate's last words? What the hell's OK Computer? Sounds pretty gay.
Just thrown off a bridge at the top of
Griffith Park.
Yeah.
The best is he chose Griffith Park. It's not even tall.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can hike to the top of the tallest mountain in like half an hour.
I did hike up there.
To a Yeti,
It took
it's a
him more than
lethal
half an
fall.
hour, Kate.
They're not ready for their
Yeah,
brains
Kate,
are
you
way
can
up
hike it in
high.
half an hour. We're talking about Stephen Glickman
Right,
here.
okay.
It takes me
3 hours.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Are we ready? All right. This is how an actual intro is
This is how it
done.
should have gone.
Playboy Undercover and Date Fails are the two shows. Here we go.
Sure.
Mike Black, correct intro.
And our very special guest tonight.
No, wait. You gotta do. It's the nighttime. You
Oh,
gotta-
the whole thing? Oh,
The
you want
whole
the whole-
thing.
Yeah. Why are you
Yeah.
trying to ruin it?
trying
You
to-
try to just cut. Yeah.
I was
give us
trying
a
to
real
phone
intro.
it in. I'm sorry. All
Yeah.
right. All right, we'll do the whole thing.
Son of a bitch.
God.
Here we go. This is how it's done.
Live from the Improv Studios in Hollywood, California, it's the Nighttime Show. Tonight we have our head writer, Matt motherfucking Walker. I'm the voice of the Nighttime Show, Mike Black. Our very special guest, her Instagram is a masturbatory wonderland, Kate Quigley. And ladies and gentlemen, the host with the most, and by most I mean Fritos, Stephen Kramer Glickman!
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
It's like you majored in that in college.
You just got so outdone, I have to say.
Yeah.
You got really
So
outdone.
much
That was
better
really
than
impressive.
That's the standard I was holding Steven to.
Wow.
And
Yeah,
that's
I
why
really
wasn't.
suck in
That was,
comparison.
I
that was
don't
kind of
even-
hot.
I didn't even
Not
get
gonna
an attempt at it. Like I didn't even get to try to do an intro anymore. Like it's like I did one once, and it was like that was terrible.
Yeah,
Never
no,
again.
No.
You had your chance.
lie. You know,
I-
you've
I
got
would.
your skill. You're,
No,
the,
I
you're
don't
a
do that.
writer.
There are things
You're
I
a
do.
writer.
Announce is not one of them.
Yeah, you didn't go to Tibet and train with the guy for 6
No.
months. He
Yeah.
sent me on a trip.
You can probably do tube and throat singing after the training you've
Oh,
done.
I went
my
on a
God.
vision quest.
A vision
to do
quest.
Matthew Modine was there.
Yeah, there was a spirit animal. A whole bunch of shit happened.
Wow.
All right, so listen, Mike, you do a lot of great voices, and you
I do
should.
one, but-
Well, look, you do a lot. You do a bunch of fun.
All
Can
right,
you can do like a Russian-y kind of like Middle
Yeah, I
Eastern
can do
kind of
Russian. I
like
can do-
guy? All right, well, listen, there's no reason why I should have all of the glory in this wonderful in this wonderful situation that has happened here. Now, Mike, you need to share in it. You're
the
here.
situation?
Here's the situation. Kate Quigley, who is our wonderful guest
Kate
today.
Quigley, yes.
Yeah, Kate gets these.
Very attractive.
Thank
Wait,
you.
don't do it yet. Don't do it
She
yet.
have a childbearing hip. I like. Very good.
Kate gets
Have
these
many
letters.
babies and work plow at the same time.
Kate gets these letters in the mail, in her email
Okay.
from fucking.
Not in the actual.
Not the
mail.
actual mail.
That
Well,
would
that
scare
would
the
be
fuck out
creepy.
of me.
Yeah, by really creepy, bizarre guys. And this is a letter that Kate sent me. This is a real person.
Oh, sweet.
And Mike, I'd love you to read it. Would you read
I would
it
love to read it.
to Kate? All right, here we go. This is
Oh,
an
God.
actual letter, not been doctored. Read by Mike Black, in the character of whoever this person is that wrote to Kate.
Because we think this is what that guy probably sounds like.
Here we go.
Hey, Kate. I wanted to reach out to you. I am fairly attractive, 6'1" blonde blue. I have a cute girlfriend, and I have lots of girlfriends as friends. They all tell me that I need to show off my private area. I guess I never noticed until recently, but I have girls that always want me to have sex with them because they end up relaxing and going crazy on me. Usually, I'm doing this out of being a favor, and I think it's hot that someone can enjoy me like that. Now, I want to meet someone to get married, but for now, I want to see if it's possible to come to your studios and see if there is any possibility that I could work with you. I know some men are not going to believe it, but I'm sure if we did a taping that someone you will see that every girl, no matter what, will end up relaxing and not being able to walk. and I didn't even do a thing. I just sat there. It's almost immediately that they start to finish. And it ends up being the longest thing they have ever experienced. I was going to go on the Craigslist, but I've had models tell me to get a job doing this. So here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. I hope I am liked and that people realize I just want to make money and meet a nice girl to have a family. I'm not all about sex. I love family, and I love the outdoors. Thanks, Kevin Hurley.
Yes,
That is real.
that's real.
That's
That is
amazing.
real. I never
I-
replied yet, by the way.
When did you get that?
fucking Love that.
Probably about a month ago.
You haven't replied to that sweet offer yet?
Well, I've been trying
Is
to
this-
think of
Wasting
like
time
how
for
to
it.
reply, if I should reply, and see if he writes again. Because I posted it on Facebook, and it got so many comments.
Well,
and
you
shit.
absolutely need to see his privates. I think that's very
My
important.
favorite part is that he likes the outdoors. I
Yeah.
mean,
He
you
likes
know what I
that.
mean?
It's
I
important.
like
Yeah.
that in a
I
man.
want that family.
I
I
mean-
love that so much. That made me so fucking happy.
That made me.
I would
so
suggest he take a picture of his privates outdoors.
Happy. I think
There
he
you go.
should at
You
this
know,
point.
Like a
yeah.
whole theme.
Yeah.
Kate,
He has references, clearly.
One of my other favorites of Kate's, which got a shitload. Can people just follow you on Facebook, or did they have to?
They can follow.
Yeah, they can follow.
You have to follow Kate Quigley on Facebook. It's unbelievable. This is one of my other ones. Yes, this is real. I'm crying laughing. This is everything about my taste in men. Guy, you say, what do you do? Guy says, I'm a fighter. You go, nice. Boxing or MMA? He goes, I'll fuck with all that. People just pay me to make shit right. Cool. Great tattoos. That number I gave you will be inactive tomorrow. But it's like I know this is real. I know this kind of stuff really happens to you.
Yeah. I think it's my fault. I think I'm attracted to guys that are like killers. Like I really am. Like if I see a guy that looks like he would kill people, I'm like, I want to cuddle that one. I do. I want to make him cut because those are the ones that it's like taming a wild horse. Like I want to be the one that tamed the horse.
You want to see if you're hot enough to not be murdered in your sleep by that guy. Am I hot enough to keep around?
I don't know. That one was so crazy though because it was literally like Coffee Bean in the middle of the day. I'm at Coffee Bean at like Sunset and Vine. It's like 11 o'clock. It's a nice, beautiful day outside, and I just start talking to this guy, and he's cute, and he had a lot of tattoos, and he was my type. He was hot, and he was muscular, and I gave him my number, and then I was like, so anyway, what do you do? And that's when that happened. He's like, I'm a fighter, but I just get paid to make shit right.
Shit.
Like who? And
He's like Luke Cage, basically.
Yeah. He's the Punisher.
Literally, the Punisher. It's fine.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be fine. I told Glickman I went on a date this week with a gay guy. Also, for sure.
I saw that one. Yeah,
100.
I saw that post.
This is my first ever Bumble date.
Oh, did he not know he was gay, or?
I don't know if he knows he's gay or if he's just bi and he was testing the waters. What do you think? Okay, here's what happened.
Okay, please.
Okay. So we met on Bumble, and in hindsight, actually, I probably should have had some clues from our interactions, but like he looks very macho in the photos.
Can I see what he wrote?
There's photos of him surfing and like doing guy shit, like smoking a cigar, you know.
That's very guy.
Very guy.
Only guys would smoke cigars. There's nothing phallic about that whatsoever.
Well, so we match on Bumble, and then I'm like, right away, he's like, why don't we get a drink? And I was like, okay, cool. Thursday is my night that's free. And he was like, well, Thursday I had plans to get my eyebrows waxed, but I can move that. Which ding. But at the time, I was like, oh, that's so funny. Because for like a butch guy to say that is hilarious. It never occurred to me he was serious, you know? And then I was like, you know, where should we meet? And he's like, how do you like the library bar at the Roosevelt? Let's meet there. Look for me. I'll be the one in the unicorn costume. And again, I was like, ding. Oh, that's funny.
Hilarious.
No, I just thought it was funny because I'm imagining he's like a butch like dude being like, I'm in a unicorn. Like, that's funny. And then I'm trying to pull it up for you, Glickman. And then I go to meet him and I walk into the bar and I stand up and he's like, hey, what's up, girl? Like, just like that. Like, I don't want to make stereotypes, but everything was screaming gay.
That is not the manliest greeting. Hey, what's up, girl?
It's not the manliest greeting. And then I'm sitting there with him, and then he goes, everyone in this bar is so hot. I just want to make out with everyone here. Starting with those two. And he pointed at a couple of dudes. What, two dudes?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he might be gay. He might be gay.
And then I was like, cool, yeah, totally. I'm gonna just go use the bathroom. And he goes, okay, girl, but just so you know, I'll be watching that ass when you walk away, though.
It's, you know what it sounds like? I know that this is a weird theater reference, which may, you know, put me in a weird position here, but Beyond Therapy, the Christopher Durang play, you know, it opens with a couple meeting for a date where they met through the newspaper.
Right.
And it was John Lithgow, I believe, and
I love him.
and this girl, and then he's like, you remind me of my husband, you remind me of my boyfriend, of my lover, Sam, or something. It's like the same thing. It's so weird.
It was so weird, and then it was weird too because like here's the thing too is that. By the way, I'm sorry, I can't get it to.
What about
pull.
Tinder? Can you get Tinder to open?
Yeah. So
maybe looking for an orgy partner. Like,
well, that's what I kind of wondered. I'm like, maybe he swings both ways and he's trying to get, and then he kept making like really sexual innuendos, but like more than like an average guy would ever try on a first date. Like he said things like, I had a show later that night. So I was like, well, I can only stay till like 11:30 because I have a spot at the Laugh Factory at midnight. And he was like, what? This date isn't ending in sex? I wouldn't have even come here. like that shit.
Like flamboyantly gay saying
Like
that.
flamboyantly gay saying it. And then he goes, see that couple over there? They're on a Tinder date too. Or they're on a Bumble date too. And I go, how do you know? And he goes, well, before she got here, I was talking to the guy.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And then I was like, oh, really? What did he say? And he said he'd never met her before, but now they're making out. We should show them up. And I was like, I don't know how to react. 'Cause
Maybe it's like an Andy Dick situation, you know, where he
that's
is
true.
like
He
one of
really
those
is
guys.
into both.
He's into.
Yeah.
He's one of the few I've
He's into
ever met
everything.
who's into everything.
Maybe that's it. Here, I'm trying to open my Tinder for you.
Are there any other guys that you know that are bisexual that are actually bisexual that actually have been with both? Because
Like they don't have a preference either way.
yeah, like they go both
honestly
ways. I don't. I know very few.
I know some, but
Oh my God.
they're gay for pay.
What is
That's
I was dating a porn actor, and one night I said,
You've
that-
got to be fucking kidding me.
Glickman's reading
This
my
is the
Tinder.
first
Yeah.
one. This is what
What's
this
the first
guy
one?
writes.
Let's see.
This guy Paul writes. What are the odds? I was just going to add you so I could come see your show on Instagram. Man, this isn't even real. Tits. Then he writes. Then he writes. You aren't too old for me, but almost.
So some light nagging. He read the
Nagging, well,
Mystery Men
nagging.
book.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can go.
I
into
swiped right on that picture of you standing outside the White House talking to that old Asian lady.
What?
What the
Actually, I
fuck?
do know what he's talking about.
Do you have a photo of you in front
Yeah,
of the White House?
last time I was in Washington D.C., I went. This is the best story. I went to the White House wearing a red, white, and blue bikini.
Oh, I saw it on
yeah.
Facebook.
yeah,
Yeah.
because I like to just wear
You
a
do a
bikini everywhere.
bikini thing. It's
Everywhere.
like Kate's thing.
It's
Yeah.
like my thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go to the White House and I just want to get one photo in a bikini. And this bikini actually wasn't like really a hot bikini. It was more like a costume. It like the bottoms came up really high. It was like a funny outfit. Anyway, I'm standing in front of the White House getting photos and I start getting mobbed by Asian tourists because they think I'm some kind of like White House mascot in
Yeah.
a bikini. Like they think that
They think
there's
that is
just
America.
always- yeah.
Yeah.
So they all start coming up to me asking for photos, and what was supposed to be like just 5 minutes of me getting a quick photo in front of the White House, I stood there for an hour because I
remember those
couldn't get
photos now.
away.
Yeah, I remember that
Because
post. Yeah.
all the Asians just kept coming up
Holy
and being
shit.
like, "Take a photo, take a." So I took photos with so
It's like
many.
Uncle Sam and Aunt Kate.
Did you do did you get tips from him? I would have been like,
I didn't. No.
They
Here's
don't know.
here's a-
That's 5,000 yen each
Yeah.
I
picture.
know. I should have.
Here's a great one. This is from a guy named Sterling on Tinder. This is what he wrote.
Of course, that's his
Good
name.
You ready
name,
for this?
good name.
October 14th, he wrote, Kate, hello there, beautiful. Then on October 16th, he wrote, you're blowing it.
Power move from
Oh,
Sterling.
This guy doesn't even, you haven't even said anything back to
I
him.
never do. I just use Tinder when I'm on the road for stand up. You should go into you can,
Opportunity is knocked, Kate.
Yeah.
That's it.
you're
yeah.
wasting time.
Get in there, Quickman. You can go into whatever you want to. You can go into Facebook messages or fan page.
I'm
just
going to
get
keep looking.
Tons of creepy messages.
Will you tell them the story?
Shitting-
Yeah, please.
The
Can you tell
shitting
them
your
that
pants story. Oh
Yes,
my
please.
god, this is so embarrassing.
Regale us.
All right, since I told
This is
going
going
to
to get you a whole nother set of
This
creepy
is
messages.
so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have anxiety, but I don't like to take like medicine because it makes me like a zombie, like Xanax and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that. So my friend was like, you got to get this stuff. They sell it at CVS. It's called Natural Calm. It's like basically it's magnesium powder. You put it in water, you drink it, and it really chills you out. But the thing is, magnesium powder is also what they use when you get a colonoscopy to make you like literally shit out everything that's in your body, right?
Yeah.
But when you have it in powder form, you only do a teaspoon at a time. Calms you down. It's good stuff. You guys should try it if you need to be calmed down. So,
We'll
You need
see
to
how
calm
this
down
story
and empty your
goes.
colon.
so
Get magnesium powder.
I've been taking the calming powder for a while. It's been really helping me with my life. I don't text back guys like I used to, like crazy and stuff. So
They need to change the name to the the powder that stops you from texting back the wrong dude.
Seriously.
It's better decision powder.
It's better decision powder. Yeah. So one day I was driving to Ventura Harbor Club because I was headlining that night, and I was on the phone with my friend Jen, and I was like, dude, I don't know what's wrong with me today. My anxiety is super bad. And she was like, did you take the calming powder? And I was like, you know what? I've been so busy the last couple of days, I forgot to take it. I'll take some now. I'll stop at a gas station. So I stop and I put like 5 giant teaspoons into a bottle of water because I hadn't had it in a while. I needed to be extra calm, you know?
Oh, no.
So I drank
Doesn't
it.
work that way.
So
That's what happens to a lot of addicts.
So I drink it. I get to Ventura Club early. I'm hanging out for a couple hours, and then it's time for the show. My opener goes up. He does his time. He gets lit. He's about to bring me on. About a minute before I go up, I go to get a coffee because I'm like, I'm feeling kind of tired.
Because you need something else that's going to affect that area.
Right.
I felt kind of tired, so I got a coffee.
Throw in a diuretic.
Yeah.
So I get a coffee. I have one sip of coffee. This is in the showroom, back of the showroom. One sip of coffee. Suddenly, I'm like, holy shit. My stomach starts to hurt. It's gurgling. And I'm like, oh my God.
You're at DEFCON 1.
Mount St. Helens in
Like,
your stomach.
if I don't go right now, like shit could be bad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But then I didn't have time because the guy just got lit. He only had a minute or 2 left. So I'm like, maybe it's not. Maybe I don't have to go. Maybe it's just gas. If I just pass a little fart out, I'll be okay.
Oh shit.
Bad news.
That's a bad thought to have.
So I go to fart. And of course,
yeah.
it's not
not.
fart.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, a little
Secret surprise.
secret surprise.
No.
So now I'm like, oh my God, now I have to go because I opened the seal. Like now,
Yeah.
like I can't,
can't stop
I
it
can't
at that
stop.
point.
The
Yeah.
brown
So-
ambush has
yeah.
happened.
Yeah. So I go running to the bathroom, which by the way, Glickman, I didn't even tell you this part of the story, which is the Ventura Harbor Club, the bathroom. You have to go out
It's
of the
outside.
club and
Yeah.
down the stairs.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I like waddle by the owner. I'm like, I gotta pee. I can't hold it. Don't let him come off stage. I run out. I run downstairs. I go in the bathroom, pull my pants down. There's like shit in my pants. I sit on the toilet.
Jesus
I start
Christ.
shitting.
What color pants were they?
They were jeans. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're really
Not that
tight
perfect.
jeans.
But not white jeans.
No, but I was.
Because then they would have just been brown jeans.
No, but I was wearing a white T-shirt, but it was like one of those cool ones. It's like short in the front, but long in the back. So it's like
Oh.
snug. Yes.
Ah.
So I sit on the toilet, and the back end of my shirt dips
Oh.
in the toilet. So now I have shit in my pants, shit on my shirt, and I'm literally supposed to be on stage in like 30 seconds. So I don't know what to do. So I just start grabbing toilet paper and trying to wipe everything up and clean everything. I take my shirt, I like rinse it in the sink, and I wring it out as best I can. Now it's like brown, it's like tea colored, and it smells like shit. And then I pulled up my pants. I dried off as best I could. I tucked the back of the shirt in. I tucked it in. And then I had a wet spot on my crotch from trying to clean out the jeans. And
wow.
I go out and I literally walk out as he's like, hey, you guys ready for your headliner tonight? And I had to go on stage and do 45 minutes
That had to be uncomfortable.
with shit.
Smelling like shit.
Smelling like shit. And then I did. Yeah.
Keeping
it
a
was,
safe distance from the audience.
I was,
Yeah.
yeah, I literally was trying to stay at the back of the stage.
And
it
normally
was so awkward.
you're very physical on stage. Were you like just sort of like trying to be more restrained this time? Because
be
you move
honest-
around a lot and you like.
I was still moving around a lot, but I was like conscious, like in the back
Yeah.
of my mind, it was there, you know? And then the worst part was after the show, they asked me to stay and judge a costume contest. So I had to sit through that and then I'd get photos with people. And the whole time I was just like, I don't know if it still smelled, but it
Yeah,
was,
the whole time you're just thinking like, this is shitty.
this is
My
shitty.
pants are shitty. This costume's shitty. Everything's shitty.
Remember, everyone, Kate Quigley is available for bookings. All comedy clubs.
Oh my God.
You should see her
But
writer.
you know
It's
what?
calming powder and coffee. That's her new act.
You know what? That is a level of professionalism that not most comics have.
Yeah.
To walk up on stage in shit-covered clothes and do 45 minutes.
Thank you.
I'm
Pretty
very
awesome.
pleased to say I've never done that.
Me, I would have punched myself in the face real hard.
Yeah.
And faked a hate crime. And the guy took a shit all over me
Yeah.
after he beat me up. And so get me some clothes
Oh,
and get me one of the club shirts. I'll wear that. And then everyone feels bad for they're on your side.
Yeah, they're like, I was attacked.
I didn't think it through that hard.
You were panicking. It was a panic time.
But you know the best part is like those stories are so fucking embarrassing. But then there's two things. Like one is that it makes other people when they hear that story go, oh cool, like my life sucks too, but look, her life's a piece of shit. Like look at what this. And then also I love when people listen to the podcast. God bless you, Quigley.
Thank you.
Glickman's sneezing over here.
I love when people listen to the podcast and then say stuff about it, because on my Instagram I posted a photo of me at the Laugh Factory like a few days after the episode aired, and someone was like, hope you didn't drink too much calming powder this time. like great.
Holy shit.
That's how you know they're listening, though.
Yeah.
But
I did a screenshot of one of your
That's right.
of one of your
Naked photo.
No, of one of your they're pictures. But there was a screenshot there of one of your Tinder people. Check it out really quick, and you have to
not.
You have to say what
It's
Did
a
you
guy?
reply to him?
I didn't
Is it
reply.
Dane
I haven't
Cook?
replied. No, but someone on Tinder. Did Dane Cook hit you up on Tinder?
I've seen him on every dating app.
What?
Of course, he's on all the dating apps.
Oh yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Except the funny thing is that he's a different age on every app.
That's amazing.
He's testing.
Do you see on the
A/B
screenshot?
testing, split testing is what they call
Oh,
it.
this is great. Yeah, Quickman screenshots. So we gonna talk or just match? Don't know why you so many are so shy. For a funny girl, you're pretty boring.
Jesus Christ.
I get this all the time. I had a guy the other day. Like, here's the thing. If I match with someone on a dating app, I give them like about 5 messages to ask me out, or I just stop talking to them because it's like a waste of. I don't have time. Do you know, for girls, it's like a full-time job. If you have 2 eyes and 2 tits, you're gonna match with everybody on a dating app.
I imagine
That's
every single
you know?
right swipe you get is a match. I can't imagine you right swipe on anybody that hasn't already done that.
Right. So then you're like, it's a full-time job if you try to talk to all of them. So I just am like, let's just meet for a quick drink one night before a show, see if we hit it off. Otherwise, let's not waste our time, right?
Right. Yeah.
So the other day, I matched with a guy on Raya. Raya is like
That's the hard one to get on.
It's it's supposed to be for quote celebrities, but it's really just for like DJs and
You
skaters.
you have to be two other people have to like
refer
you
Right. Yeah.
that are already on.
And then you go before
thing.
some panel of like douchey judges that have to like decide if you're like worthy of the app.
I know people who've
That's
been
like
turned
there
down.
used to be one that was
from that app.
there was one I think it was called something like beautifulpeople.com or something. I remember hearing about it where like you had to go on, you had to submit pictures, and then like the members of the site had to approve you to be allowed on the site, where they're like, oh, you're hot enough to be on the site, or you're not hot enough to be
I
on
think
the
that's
site.
kind of how Raya is. I heard it's like a panel of like celebrity judges. That could be a TV show in itself.
Yeah,
like
that-
who is
that's
sitting?
the issue. I would watch that.
You know,
That's pretty much how I run my Facebook.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just strangers. Though. Do you think this girl's hot?
Yeah.
All right, we're adding her, and then
It's like that show when
true. That's how
like
dudes
Lorenzo
do it.
Lamas had the laser pointer and all that, which
Yeah.
that was ripped off from Howard Stern, but
Right.
they used to do that bit.
Yeah.
Like they'd evaluate. They're like, oh look, there's a piece of cellulite right here. I don't know, maybe
God.
Oh,
the laser pointer.
if I ever get that famous, I hope someone just shoots me. I don't ever
just put a
want.
gun in my
if I
face.
ever was famous enough to where like my cellulite is on the cover of a magazine, just kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
God
Like,
damn.
just kill me.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But
They
so
don't
I-
make a laser pointer big enough for me. I defy you to laser point
laser
the
cannon.
flaws.
It'd be a
Slight
laser
problem in
cannon.
this they
Try
get a
your
spotlight.
best, fucker.
Get a spotlight just to illuminate the whole thing.
We're gonna have to put a red gel over the light.
But also, like, people are so dumb now too. Though, like, people don't get, like, we're comics. Anything
Right.
you post is most likely a joke, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like the other day, I took a Snapchat photo of me at like a yoga studio, and it was so filtered, it didn't even look like me. It looked like a different person. And I posted it, and I wrote like, "This is a photo of me with no makeup and no filter, just glowing from a workout," you know?
Right.
And this guy was like, "You look great, but you know some haters are gonna think that's been photoshopped or something." And I'm like, "Are you retarded?
Yeah.
Like that's the point. Like it's
Thanks for the tip.
yeah."
Some haters
That's-
with brains in their head instead of you.
Yeah.
Fucking moron.
But
Yeah.
it happens all, like yesterday I posted a joke, like it's just a joke, you know, like hey, is 1 p.m. too early in the day to start drinking if you're 6 months pregnant? Like
I
whatever.
saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
Yeah, and this dude was like, congratulations, that's so great that you're pregnant. I thought you looked like you had an extra glow lately. And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
I'm not 6 months pregnant, you asshole.
And I'm not drinking. Well,
right,
yeah, it's like
that too.
Well,
he's very into girls with fetal alcohol syndrome. Like he's like, hey, maybe we'll make a
Oh my
future
God.
date.
I was
for him.
talking to your friend Jake.
Yes,
who, by
Lloyd.
the way, so sad. This poor guy. His name is Jake Lloyd. Okay.
Oh, that not the
Not
Jake
the
Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd from Star Wars.
The one who ruined Star
Phantom
Wars.
Menace.
Who I'm
the-
glad
who
his
ruined
life
Star
is
Wars.
awful
yeah,
now.
Who's a giant
Yeah.
pile of shit. Not
Yeah.
that guy. This is the great Jake Lloyd. He's
Yes, he's great.
a videographer, filmmaker guy, and a comedian, right?
Mhm.
Very nice, very nice fella. And so we were talking last night about how he was giving advice to your friend who's on your podcast that we all met. I met at your place. Who was in
Krista
Liar
Allen?
Liar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. About how women in comedy, it's a different thing than it is for guys in comedy. And like really,
Yeah.
it really is.
Sure.
Like you get, especially if you're a good looking woman in this situation, then you've got this kind of like, you have to deal with the audience kind of like checking you out, and also you have to win them over, as opposed to like being, kind of like an uggo.
Comically fat.
Yeah, comically fat, or some sort of uggo who just walks up on stage like, let me tell you about my family, my mom's,
Or both.
or both. Sometimes you got both.
Sometimes you.
It is a really hard balance.
Because people, I think, are more like an audience is more comfortable with the fucking janitor from Arby's telling them doing stand up sometimes than like a really good looking guy. Even like Julian McCullough is right. He's
or Colin Kane.
Colin
or
Kane.
like,
Yeah, these are very good looking.
You know what it is? I figured it out.
What's that?
People that you can point at and laugh for no good reason in real life. You have no problem laughing at.
Yeah.
But people that if you did that, if I pointed at you and laughed on the streets,
Yeah.
people would be like, "What the fuck is with that lunatic?
Yeah.
Why is he doing
laughing
Why is
at
he
the pretty
doing-
lady?
Yeah.
Right.
She's done nothing wrong."
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, they would come to your aid. They would try
Yes.
to defend you.
You're like,
know?
what the fuck's with that asshole?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if the situation were reversed, they'd be like, "Oh, did the fat guy fall?
Aw.
What happened?
Right.
Did,
Yeah.
did he miss the
100%.
bus and try to run after it? What happened?"
That actually
It's
makes
true.
a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
I mean, that
Yeah.
happened a lot with,
Shit.
you remember Chris Lizette when she was in town?
Yeah,
She's in
sure.
Nashville now. But I mean, gorgeous. She used to make her living as a lingerie model. Like that's
Right.
how she made her living from like the age of like 14 until mid 30s. Like
Okay.
she worked professionally as a model, and like she would get on stage as a stand-up. Like I remember, like we started at the same time. Like I met her. She was like my first friend in comedy. I met her when
She's
I was
very
brand
funny
new.
too. Yeah.
And like she had to like learn to dress differently. She had to like change her hair the way to like not distract people with her. Like you're watching, you're just like, oh my god, that's the hottest girl I've ever seen in my life. Like that's just what she got, and you probably have had to do that in
Well,
some ways, like
Quigs,
change what you do.
I mean, you do shit like you've been on stage in a bikini and crushed in
Thank
front of an
you.
audience. Like you've taken shit like, because like there's people like Eliza, who's a very attractive lady, but you've gone on stage in like in really attractive hot clothing, and you fucking kill, because you really do bring it when you go on stage.
Thank
like
you.
get everybody on your side. I don't know how you do that. It's kind of magic.
I get, well, for
A lot of female comics should be looking up
I
to you
think
for
part
what
of
That's
you're
it
so
doing.
sweet.
is
Thank you.
authenticity. Is that you don't seem out of character wearing stuff like
yeah,
that.
you
It
don't
doesn't
do
seem
it to
like-
get attention.
Exactly, like you're trying
Yeah.
too hard to do that.
It's
you know?
really weird because there's a few things. Like one is that, and this is going to sound like such a bullshit thing to say, but I don't think of myself as a hot girl ever, because I was such an ugly teenager, and for so many years I was such a tomboy and stuff that like now, like I'm in shape and I learned how to wear makeup and I got tits, and like now I'm like whatever, people pay attention. But for so long I never thought of myself that way. So when I do the stuff, even when I post the photos and stuff, it's like, I think sometimes, like the other day, I got a message about like being narcissistic about it. And I'm like, no, it's just I'm finally at a point in my life where I'm like, oh, I'm actually comfortable in this skin. Like I don't feel shitty about it anymore, which is one thing that I think that a lot of girls, it's like, no matter what you look like, you shouldn't be afraid to be yourself. You shouldn't be afraid to take a hot photo if you want to go on stage in bikini, to do whatever makes you happy, which is one reason I like to do it. But the other thing too is that, I mean, part of my personality is when someone's like, you can't do that, it just makes me want to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And so, like, I took so much shit for so long about, like, and by the way, I almost never dress hot on stage. For the most part, I wear, like, you know, dress down. But, like, recently, I was so lucky. Dom Herrera was taping a 1-hour special, and he asked me if I would open for him, and he asked me if I would do it in a bikini in Las Vegas at the Laugh Factory.
Oh, that's
and,
awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, of course, I'll do whatever you want. And he was like, I want you to do it. I don't want you to mention you're wearing a bikini. I just want
Did
you
he
to
ask
do
you
it.
to say, I'll do
That's
whatever
hilarious.
you want, like in a hot voice?
No.
Can you say that again? That's all you need to do. Just say that again in a bikini. I'll do it
Slowly.
It sounds so creepy, but like Dom,
No,
really,
but he's-
Dom thinks of
yeah.
me like a daughter. Like when I was dating,
And he's a comic genius. Like,
Yeah.
he's like,
that's my thing.
Right.
like top 20 all time. We're talking Dom Herrera.
100%.
But
So-
I already like the gag too. The don't mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
He's
Just
like,
do it.
He's
Yeah.
like, don't say anything about it. If you want to, make like one little joke and then go on with your set. So I came out at the Laugh Factory. It was packed for his special. And all I said, like I came out, and of course they went crazy because it's Las Vegas, a girl in a bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know what's happening. And all I said was, man, it's really hot backstage. And then I just did my set, you
Yeah.
know?
Right.
Because when you first come out, they think like, oh, it's like a ring card girl or something. They
Right.
probably don't
Yeah.
even know. 'Cause
They
it's
didn't
like they're there
expect me to
see
do
Dom. They don't-
comedy.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't mean this as an insult, but like they don't know who you are at that
course,
time. Like they're
of course.
there to see Dom. So it's like, oh, here's a hot girl. It's Vegas. This happens a lot in Vegas.
Right.
And all of a sudden, now she starts telling funny jokes. That's a
Right.
completely different situation than just like some comic comes out and is
Yeah.
warming them up, and they're probably not going to pay attention.
Yeah, 100%. And it was so funny because I ended up that night having like one of the best sets, which is weird because a lot of times when I do the bikini thing, which I've only done a few times, I have great sets. Like that's how I got my Playboy TV show. I did stand
When
up.
you have a bikini on, Kate, you have a great set.
Oh, damn
Thank
it,
you.
Matt.
Ba-dum-ching.
What's the matter with you?
But
Matt, we're not paying you for that one.
but the thing is that even then I posted a photo that night and I was like really happy to do it for Dom, and like Dom said to me, he's like, that's a really good friend that you just said yes, because a lot of people would have said no, whatever. And then I still had so many people on my Instagram go, man, must be nice to have tits so you get to perform at the Laugh Factory. Must be nice to look at.
Jesus.
And I literally was like, dude, if Dom Herrera asked me to stand on my head naked, like I would fucking do. It's Dom Herrera. Like I'll do whatever he wants.
If you're listening, Dom,
you know?
you should take advantage of this offer.
I'm pretty sure this is the 8th time he's listened to this by the time it's released.
By the way,
what I mean?
Mike, if I ever get a 1-hour special, like a real one, not that
Yeah.
I'm just making myself, will you open for me in a bikini?
Oh, fuck no. No. God, no. No way.
Oh, it's so funny.
I will. Don't worry about
Right?
Will you open
Yes,
for me in a bikini?
absolutely.
I
Okay.
gotta say no.
Robbie can do it.
I'd have the three
Robbie's
of you in
already
bikinis.
done it.
Yeah, I think Robbie's
Yeah.
done it. Yeah.
I just do whatever I feel. In
Yeah, you do whatever the fuck
moment.
you wanna do.
In the moment, in the day.
Now, Kate, you seem very self-aware. You seem like very smart and very confident in yourself and your abilities. Why then do you insist on blowing it with Sterling?
Yeah, Sterling on your. I mean,
I really don't
I should
understand.
reach out to
Yes,
Sterling.
reach out to Sterling
I
on
think-
Tinder, for
should I
God's
just
sake.
answer him? I'll
Yeah,
just
just
answer
let me
him.
answer him. Let me answer.
You
Tim.
can write back
All right, I'm gonna
anybody you
write-
want
all
on
right,
my
hang
phone. I
All
don't
right, what's
care.
What's the thing?
Oh, the password, right?
Yeah,
It's
all right.
the bottom three. I'll just do it. Just do it.
Just
This
tell
is-
everyone on our
Yeah.
podcast, if you ever steal Kate's phone, here's how you unlock it.
You do it.
Oh my god!
We'll write
You know,
them.
but here's the thing: is like guys need to chill because I had a dude I matched with. That dude I matched with on Rhea.
Dudes be
I
tripping.
started
Dudes
talking
need
about.
to chill.
I matched the guy on Rhea, and then I didn't message him right away, or I messaged him. Here's what I did: I gave him my number, and I said, "Hey, I only have Rhea on my iPad, and I have an Android phone, so text me instead.
Okay.
Right.
It'll be easier."
Totally reasonable request.
Yeah. So I gave him my number. It's like 7:00 at night. He texted me at like 8:30. Well, I'm a comic. He knows that.
Yeah.
That's
You're
when
probably
I'm
on stage.
working.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm at the club. So I see his text, but I don't get back to him right away because I'm busy.
Yeah.
So the next day, I honestly just forgot. You know. And by the way, his text was so stupid. It was like, "Tell me something interesting that happened to you today." Like I never even met this guy. We just
Now, is
you know,
he a famous person or is he just some random guy on there?
He was like a DJ or something. You know what
So
I mean?
no, he's
Like,
not famous.
Yeah.
Not real famous.
I don't know. I don't know DJs.
He probably
he had a
works-
blue
He probably
check mark.
makes more money than we all will ever see in our lifetime for one show
Right.
playing somebody else's music that he had nothing to do
I
with
don't know.
making.
His name was like
Yeah.
Avicii or something. I'm just kidding. I don't know. But so
It was Don Amici?
No, I'm
That would be
He's
quite
still
a
on
trick.
Reddit. That's amazing. From the
Right?
grave.
Right. So he messages me, and I don't answer. And the next day at 2 p.m., he sends me a text, and he goes, "Do you normally give your number out to guys you don't want to talk to?" And I
That's
wrote,
a douchey message.
and I wrote back, "Oh wow, I'm so sorry. I was at the comedy club, and I just didn't. I forgot about your text." And he goes, "Oh, so I'm forgettable?"
Yes.
And
Yes, he's forgettable.
I wrote back, "Yes."
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah,
I never
perfect.
talked to him again.
That is the right answer.
That's-
Loaded question number 2.
Right?
Go fuck
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
If you ask a yes or no question, sometimes you're going to get
Yeah.
the wrong answer.
I
So
just-
this
yeah.
guy that wrote, "You aren't too old for me, but almost." I'm writing back, "I'm so old though. I actually had to start walking with a cane recently. I hope that's okay."
That's great. Send that.
Because that'll actually,
Yeah.
he'll actually respond and go, "Yeah, I mean it's fine."
Yeah.
I didn't know.
He'll be like, that's kind of my
That's
thing.
so funny. That's what's
because
that's what
I
I
was like, I just started writing with a cane recently because of a childhood illness,
Because of a
aging
neurological
I have
syndrome.
polio. Say I have-
neurological. Well, you write neurological disorder.
I have to spell.
Oh my God.
I love
Yeah.
that you handed off when it came time to spell.
Yeah, it's a
well,
hard
I'm not-
word.
I'm
It's
not
a hard
good
word.
at spelling. I don't want to fuck it up.
You know what's kind of great though is that like
Although if you're typing that you have a neurological disorder,
If you spell it
spelling's kind of out the window.
yeah,
You're
you don't
gonna
need to
spell-
spell
yeah,
it
right?
right. Yeah.
wrong, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boom.
What's kind of great though is like Glickman and I have been friends for so long, and he's heard so many of my like horrific dating stories. But here's what I really love about being a comedian: it's like, you know, I tell a story now as my closing joke about a guy that I hooked up with who like came in my eye.
Oh my God! Will you please tell that story?
Yeah,
Will you
want me
tell
to
them that
It's
story?
not too dirty for your
No,
podcast?
No, it's fine. It's
Brian, have you heard this story?
No.
Brian,
Is that a Yeti or is that Brian?
No, all right. You have to tell the story, and Brian, you got to listen to this because this is gonna
All right.
fuck up your
I
brain.
just want to
I'm
preface
listening.
this by saying though that my favorite part of this of using this story is that it's so awful that it'll make you feel better about every decision that you've ever made. And it's
Oh,
the
good.
reason I hired a therapist and I'm now in therapy. So I met a porn actor at the AVN Awards and I was like,
And you hosted the AVN.
I hosted the AVN Awards, yeah, as
So
the
cool.
comic. And
You were hilarious, by the way.
Thank you. You helped me write jokes for that. It was so
wow.
great. So I hosted the show. I met a really hot guy. So hot, like Brad Pitt hot. And he asked me out. And I couldn't decide because he's a porn actor. And even though I'm
Yeah.
like pretty open minded, but I was like, do I want to get into that? Like that's a whole
Yeah,
other
it's
thing.
a whole high risk
thing.
scenario.
Yeah.
It's
right.
Russian roulette, basically.
Yeah. So I was like, I told him I'd think about it and we exchanged info and I came home and we stayed in touch. But then I researched his work. Like I Googled him,
Yeah.
you know, and I was like, oh, wow, he's really like good at porn.
He's a professional.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Which means he might take his work home with him
Right.
and be good
Yeah.
at actual sex.
Right. But then I found out that he teaches CrossFit on the side, which I
Oh,
was
shit.
like, oh, like I can maybe deal with the porn thing, but like CrossFit is disgusting to me.
too
Like
much.
that's like I would rather.
I
him-
like that. That's the
That's
turn
too
off.
much.
that
They're
was
like,
so.
no.
I was like, I don't like that personality.
Because he's
type.
going to go around telling everyone about what he does.
Exactly.
and
It's like in a call. He might try to CrossFit me in bed or something. Like I don't know what.
I did 40 reps in her vagina.
Yes.
So I said I'd think about it. So whatever. We talked for 2 months. Finally, I break down. I'm like, he seems like a nice guy. I'll let him take me out. So I invite him over for a date.
You invite him over. Like, I'll let him take me out
Well, no,
to
I
my
mean,
living room.
No, I mean, I tell him to pick me up. Like we're
Okay.
gonna go out. But
you
he called.
care for a pizza roll?
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's.
I need a plumber. How convenient that you're here. Will you clean my pipes?
I mean, it's kind of.
Can you
funny.
snake the drain?
You're kind of. That's kind of basically what happened. Because so he calls me 5 minutes from my house and he goes, "Hey, I'm almost there, but I just got off work. Would you mind if I came in and took a
Just
shower?"
got off work.
Yeah, and he goes,
Yeah.
"Can
Which
I?"
work?
Well, that's the thing. He goes, "Can I come in and use your shower?"
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't know if he means porn or CrossFit, but I'm like
Yeah,
hoping.
It's a
They
suspicious
both need a
move
shower
already.
afterwards.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So he comes in, he takes a shower. I'm waiting in the living room. He walks into the living room, butt naked. Doesn't put his clothes back on, just
Yeah.
naked. And then I'm like, oh, I thought you might want to go get food or something. Are you hungry? And he goes, yeah, I'm hungry to eat that ass.
So he writes his own material.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, that wasn't really, like what I had on the menu. Like, I thought we were going to go out. And then he goes, no, let's stay in. So then I was like, I don't know what to do because I thought he wanted to date me, and that doesn't seem to be the case, you know? But then part of my brain was like, he is a porn star and I've seen his work, and his work is really good. And I was married for 10 years and I didn't have a lot of like crazy, you know, hot, like wild sex, and I don't hook up a lot. And
Catch up time.
Yeah, this could be like my crazy sex story that I tell like my kids and my grandkids and like everybody, you know? So I
just to jump ahead here, Kate, when
Yeah.
you have kids and grandkids, don't tell them the story. I haven't even heard it. Don't tell them the story.
Yeah.
It's not the
I
story
have
you
no
want to tell
idea
your
where
kids.
it ends.
There are
Even
no-
if it ends with you guys like going on a voyage with teddy bears, I still
don't
wouldn't
tell
tell
the
the
story to the
grandkids.
grandkids.
No, sex stories should not be told to your kids
Ralph's
and grandkids.
checkout guy, just anyone who
Yeah.
will listen. I'm saying just people
That
that want to
guy's
hear this.
fine.
That
Your-
guy's
your
fine.
Fine.
cab
Not your
driver.
kids and grandkids.
Uber driver's good.
Anyone at Nick's check cashing, be they
Totally
in the
good.
line
Yeah.
or working there.
Well, so all right, so we have sex. I'm like, fuck it. We have tequila shots. We have sex. After the sex,
How
he-
it? Wait, how
So
is
wait.
the sex?
the sex was just okay.
Can I ask a question before that?
Yeah.
So he's naked at the point where he's like, I'm going to eat that ass. Now, you make the decision, okay, I'm going to go for this. Like, does he ever put clothes on
No.
and then they get taken off? He just
No.
stays that way
He
the whole
stayed
time?
naked.
Okay. Yeah.
No, he just stayed naked. He kind of started like trying to kiss me, and then I was like, you know, this. Hey, look, for real. Like, I kind of thought we were gonna date, you know, and then we
And
kind
he's
of.
like, uh-huh.
And he
He's
was
like, uh-huh.
right,
And
and
then
then
he was
he's
like,
like,
all right.
"You've seen my work," and I'm like, "Well," and
Yeah.
then it happened. Okay,
Yeah.
so it happened, but the sex was just okay. It wasn't amazing. It was just okay. I wish it was better.
So he phoned it in, kind of.
I mean,
he wasn't getting paid.
oh my god, the best part is I've never told this part of it.
Mm-hmm.
After the sex, he looks at his watch and he goes, 27 minutes.
Shit.
And I go, you timed it? And he goes, well, it's a habit from working. It's from my job. I always time it. I was like, all right. And then he was like,
I'm doing that from now on.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
3
part of
minutes,
what's going on.
37 seconds.
Yeah.
Shit.
but the best
Fuck yeah.
the best part is afterwards, he goes, hey, I'm kind of hungry now. You want to go get food? And I was like, oh, maybe porn stars just date backwards. That's like their
Yeah.
thing. Like I just,
Sure.
you know? So I say, yeah. So he takes me out to Chipotle.
Mhm.
And then we get to the front of the line. And then he turns to me and goes, hey, I'm a little tight on cash right now. You got this?
Right.
So he asked me to pay. So I didn't know what to do. So I paid. So basically, I
think you-
paid.
You hired a hooker.
I paid a porn star to fuck me with a Chipotle burrito. Is
Yeah.
basically the
Amazing.
moral.
Now, where's
And
the...
he came in your eye, if I
The come in your eye
understand
part.
correctly.
Well, and that's the part, right? I forgot to mention is during the sex. This is so in the middle of the sex, he goes, "Hey, you know it'd be really hot if you let me come on your face." And I was like, I don't really want to because I just put on makeup and like,
Right.
and he was like, "Come on, don't you want to be like a porn star?" And then I was like, okay, well,
You got me there.
I mean, and like he's a porn star. He doesn't know where
Yeah,
else
that's
to
what
come.
that's
That's
his
where
thing.
they
Yeah,
come.
that's what they
That's where
always
they
do.
go.
Yeah.
Right.
It's tradition.
Yeah.
Tradition.
I don't want to.
Tradition.
he comes and he says, Mazel Tov.
I don't want to break tradition. So I say yes, and then I close my eyes, you know, because I didn't want to get it in my eyes.
Yeah.
But then right in the middle of it, he starts, and then he goes, "Hey, look at me!" Just like so, I opened my eyes because I was so shocked, and then of course he came in my eye. Okay,
Again, tradition. This is all part of it.
yeah.
Are you going to do that from now on too, Mike?
Yeah.
I think you should.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah.
You got, hey, look at me, and then it's really.
It's like you're a fucking Batman.
it was like Mortal Kombat. It's like,
Swear
yeah.
to me. Look at me.
I know. And then so now, fast forward to Chipotle. This is where it gets really great. We're
We're
sitting.
going straight from cum in the
Now,
face.
Come
at
in the eye to
Chipotle,
Chipotle.
was he like, hey, can I get extra avocado? And you're like, it wasn't that good.
No, I paid for everything I did, but
Like you should pay for that, but I mean, but like, you were Chipotle burrito good, but you weren't
you weren't
avocado,
avocado
and, you should-
and,
Chipotle
a
burrito good.
beer good. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I did. So here's what happens at Chipotle. Like this is the best part of the story. Is at Chipotle, we're eating our burritos, and my eye starts to swell shut.
Shit.
Like for real swell, like just really, and it hurts. It's like
Like,
really
what was
bad.
in that cum?
Yeah. And then he fucking Prince Charming goes, "Hey, no offense, but like something kind of gross is going on with that eye." And I just like completely in the middle of Chipotle, this is why I'm in therapy now, lost my shit.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
stood up in the middle of a crowded Chipotle and I started yelling at him.
What'd you say?
I was like,
Reenact it. Come on.
I stood up in the middle of Chipotle and I go, I'm sorry, is this eye bothering you? This eye that you came in, the one you tried to impregnate, that's now having a miscarriage at the fucking Chipotle? Is it stopping you from digesting the burrito that I just paid for after I let you come on my face, you piece of shit? And I threw my food at him and I stormed
That's
out.
awesome.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
That's
Kate.
fantastic.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. And I stormed out. And then I left and I went home. But here's where it gets even better is my eye was so fucked up
Could you
that
not drive?
I couldn't drive. I had to go to the stat care and walk into the stat
So you got
care.
urgent care.
Yeah, and I walked up to the nurse and I said, "This is really embarrassing, but I let a porn star come in my eye and I don't know what to do." And she was like, "It's okay. Actually, it happens pretty
I
often."
imagine perhaps all the time there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they actually flushed my eye out, and then they do run a little test on your eye to make sure you don't have any
You have eye herpes.
eye
AIDS.
syphilis.
Yeah.
And my eye is STD free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did they have a pamphlet on don't
Don't let-
listen when they say look at me?
Yeah.
I know. It's so funny because I feel like my whole stand-up act has just turned into a series of public service announcements. And one is don't let porn stars come in your eye.
Oh my God, that story is amazing.
I like to think that like there was a high school group of kids that just got there in time for lunch at Chipotle, and that they all learned a lot from that. They're all better
I know.
people now.
I've never
Steven-
gone back there.
This is a little off topic, but something that just happened because I
You
don't know if I've
probably
told
would
you.
eat free there, I bet.
I
have
hope
a
to
feeling
God.
like everyone there's
Forever.
like just free burritos for life for that lady.
I should
Yeah.
have that.
That's amazing.
No.
What's up, Matt?
I just got an email that I got to bring up because this happens every few weeks. I get an email from some guy at Illicit Records, and there's
What?
apparently some rapper named Matt Walker, and he has my email address that like somehow he got confused, and I get beats like every few weeks.
People are
for a
sending you
rap song.
beats?
I get
from this one record
beats?
company.
Can you
They send me
play
stuff.
it? Can you play
Let
the
me
beats?
see if I can pull this up.
If you can, we can plug in.
'Cause I
We
haven't
might be able to plug in.
Heard this. Let me. I'll give my phone to Brian.
Yeah,
and we
give
can
your
play
phone to
this
Brian,
so we
he
can
can
hear
play
what
the
it was.
beats.
I don't. This one. It sounds like there might even be raps on
We'll do a little
it.
rap. We'll maybe do a little rap.
Yeah.
A little Kate-
Rap
Kate
that
Quigley.
shit out.
Yeah, I heard you can rap. Can't you rap?
I
Didn't you do
did
a rap
win
battle?
the rap battle here at the Hollywood Improv.
Maybe you should do a rap battle about coming in your eye.
I mean, that
Okay, come
sounds
here.
like fantastic.
I wrote two guys back on your thing.
Oh.
One, I wrote them pretty awful stuff.
Great.
But I'm trying to play that game that you like to play, where you tell them like, "Oh, I'm currently
Crazy.
in a wheelchair and my hand is sewed to my face. Hope that's okay." And then you just watch them right back and go, "Yeah, no, I'm good with that. I'm good. I'm good with whatever."
Yeah, I do love
I
doing
also
that.
had my tongue removed and my eyelids are sewn shut.
It is so
Yeah, no problem,
crazy.
no problem.
Guys,
That
okay.
sounds
I wrote to a guy on Tinder and was like, I'm really into guys that come to my house with rotting meat and just like rub the meat juice all over my body. Like that's the only way I can get off. Yeah, and the guy was like, let me just check my trash can and see what I got around the house. And-
Yeah.
yeah. And then I was like, okay, cool, but it's got to be really bad. And then he was like, I do have some old cottage cheese containers and like banana peels. I was like, no, man, it's got to be meat. So he calls me, or he texts me on here like a half hour later and he goes, hey, I found a dumpster with some great meat in it behind, behind a Mexican restaurant.
We have the song.
We do?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
MLK Day. Part 2.
I can't rap about coming in the eye over Martin Luther King. I
No,
can't.
you can't do that.
Oh. Oh, so somebody rapped on this one already.
This is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Write them back and say you want them to come perform on the nighttime show. You should do it.
Because normally I
We
just
could
get
ship-
beats with no lyrics, usually.
We could do a little Chappelle show thing and
not
have
bad.
a rap group come perform at the end of the night. That'd be nice.
I'll find out what I can, yeah.
Yeah.
How nice would that be?
All right. That's good.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, we can cut it there. Wow, who was that, Matt?
That was great. I really like that.
I think the rapper's name is Matt Walker. I think that's why I get it said, because they mixed up
outta
our
here.
names. And
Shut up.
Because they're always sending it to Matt Walker, and I'm like, I'm not that Matt Walker.
Just write back and find out who
That'd
that
be
was.
hilarious if he came and rapped. Yo, can I just read you? I just went into my Facebook fan page where I get my favorite messages.
Please,
And this is my favorite one. This guy writes, "Hey, you're funny. Thumb up," which is totally cool. And then a week later, he writes again and goes, "Sorry, I blocked you. It was a mistake. Line's open now." And then 3 days later, he goes, "Did you see? I unblocked you."
What?
He's just gonna keep writing how he unblocked me, and so I'm like, I didn't know I was blocked.
Just so we're on the same page, you're not blocked anymore.
I'm not
You
blocked.
can communicate with me.
I can answer him now.
Oh my
You
god.
Okay, that
probably
was,
sent a lengthy letter while you were blocked.
I'm gonna just get drunk one night and answer all of them.
You should.
I'm
just
gonna
for
do
fun.
it and just like Periscope.
Sometimes I go on my Facebook like fan page thing
Yeah.
that I have, and I go in and I just write back every single person that's written me for the last like 5 months, and it's not a lot of people. It's like
Yeah.
3 people, but
Oh,
I write them
please.
back.
Dear mom.
I do too. If they're nice,
Dear mom, stop
any-
writing me on here.
Yeah, right. If it's a compliment, or like if it's like someone writing something legit, like, "Oh, I'm a fan," or "I want to come see you," or da-da-da, I always write back. I just don't write back when it's like creepy, weird.
Creepy guys.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
some creepy ones out there.
Just so you know, that was Illiteracy with
Ew.
Chris P. Rhythm,
Ooh,
Will Spitwell,
ooh,
Speak Easy, and Young Observe.
Oh shit.
sound like porn star
But I think they're
names.
in Virginia, is what it looks like from their
Will
Twitter.
Spitwell.
Well, they can do a GoFundMe
Yeah.
to get out here.
Do a GoFundMe and get their asses out here.
I'll write them.
All
Well, see,
right.
what I was planning on doing, because they send me beats that are empty, I was like, if I ever have the time, I want to take write 30 seconds of rap about how I'm not that Matt Walker and record it and send it back to them and see what they say.
Yeah, boy, not that Matt Walker.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing something. Maybe I still have one of their empty beats. I'll pull up. I'm gonna do that one of these days, I think.
Yo, speaking of rappers, can I tell you the best thing that happened this week?
Yes.
Please do.
Best?
I work with All Deaf Digital a lot, you know, which is Russell
yeah.
Simmons' web channel. And so I got to do this show there this week called White People Get Grills. So I got a grill made for my white girl mouth. You know what a grill is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a gold, like a real.
Yeah.
Do you have a picture? You have a
Well,
picture
here's
of
the
it?
thing. I don't have the grill yet because we shot the first part, which is where you go in and they make a mold of your mouth and they ask you what kind of grill you want. So, but it's going to be a really funny sketch because they want us to play up how white we are, you know? So
Yeah, sure.
I'm like, oh, I'm getting a grill. I hope it's a Foreman, you know, like stupid like, shit
Right.
like
Yeah.
that.
Hilarious.
Yeah. But so I'm getting a grill made. But so I have this story about Russell Simmons. I'm just going to fucking tell it.
Please.
Okay.
I love it.
I don't feel bad telling it because he told it to me and he's basically a stranger to me. So he obviously doesn't care who knows.
Yeah.
So I'm at All Deaf Digital. I get in the elevator and Russell Simmons is in the elevator with me. It's just me and him. We're going from the 5th floor down. So we only got like a minute to talk, right? So this is the story. He turns to me. He goes, "Hey, I know you." And I go, "Oh, yeah. I work here a lot and you follow me on Twitter and I shoot a lot of stuff here." And he goes, "Yeah, cool." He goes, "What are you doing here?" And I go, "Oh, I just shot this segment for you guys called White People Get Grills. I'm getting a grill made." And he goes, "You know, I feel like a lot of white people be getting grills these days." And I go, "Oh, really?" And he goes, "Yeah, I just had this Playboy bunny at my house. She had a grill last week. She paid $2,500 to come do yoga with me at my house." And I go, "Wow, why would she do that? That's weird." And before I could even finish the sentence, I go, "That's weird." He goes, "Yeah, then she fucked me."
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I go, "Oh, wow, that's great." And he goes, "Yeah, it's like she paid $2,500 to some charity to do yoga with me, but really, she was trying to fuck." And then
You got off light with just a burrito.
Damn.
and then I go, "Wow, I mean, if that were me, I would have probably asked you for at least half my money back."
Yeah.
Like just trying to make a joke. You know?
Hilarious.
And then he goes, "Girl, don't sell yourself short. You could get all your money back."
Oh, wow.
And then I go, "Oh, thanks. That's so sweet. You know, I'm really it's flattering." And then he goes, "Wait a minute. You don't work for me, do you?" I got talked to about talking to my employees. Like, I was like, no, you're good.
Awesome.
That's
the best,
hilarious.
right? Yeah.
Holy shit.
But so I go in next week to pick up the grill, and then we film the second half of it. But so when they made the grill for me, they asked what I wanted, and they showed me all these photos, and there's like girly ones, like Kim Kardashian and Rihanna have these ones that are just like kind of pretty and not that noticeable. And they were like, you should get one of these because like these are what the ballers love, and you could get like a NBA guy would be into this. And I was like, okay, cool, make me one of those. But also I want for my top teeth, like the super blinged out, like the ghetto, like the diamonds, like my name on it, like the most loud, obnoxious grill. And so they're making me both. So I'm going to get one of each. So I'm going to be like, I'm going to be like a rap star.
That's amazing.
I'm really excited.
I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That's amazing, Kate. Well, this has been way too much fun.
I just
Good.
realized what your merch should be. Like
Grills?
No, eye patches.
Yeah.
That's perfect for me.
Oh my
Because I do a
God.
joke about that too.
You should do an eye patch with
Like a cum squirt on it.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be really funny because I also do a joke about wearing an eye patch over my left boob because my left boob is weird.
Oh,
I call
didn't even know
I
that.
call it Forrest Titaker because I say it looks like Forrest. So I could totally sell eye patches. That's a great idea. Good thinking.
I'm a thinker.
That's why we keep Mike.
There's some
Block
girls
around.
out there that'll be like, "Oh, check out this cute thong I just got.
Yeah.
It's missing a string, though.
It's a bikini bottom.
It's
Check this
missing
out.
a
It's
This
so
one's
nice."
already been jizzed in.
Oh my god.
Boo.
I'm so sorry I turned this so dirty, but this was a
No,
great
no,
It's
time.
fine.
no.
Yeah,
It's,
no.
trust me,
Trust
it's been
me, it's
worse.
fine.
It's
Okay.
been
Yeah.
way
Oh,
worse.
okay, good.
When we've had Robbie on, I have
Yeah,
made him tell
I told
stories
you.
that
I told you that thing that we
I'm
do with
shocked.
Robbie. We
Yeah.
bring Robbie in when the guest is when we don't think a guest is
That's
gonna
right.
be able to fill it. Then we go.
and then
we go.
we
"Can
get Robbie to tell
in
sex
here?"
stories. and
That's
it's-
hilarious.
I imagine those guests are listening right now going,
Like, wait a second, Robbie was on my show.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I'm boring as fuck.
I just want to say thank you for Robbie to not coming tonight. Like, thank you for not being here.
Oh no, I love Robbie.
No, he's great. He's hilarious.
You're hilarious. When are you performing next? What do you have coming up? That people
when
can
does this
check
go
out?
up?
It'll go up in the next few weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, just follow me on everything at Kate Q Funny. I'll be in Vegas December 5th through the 11th. And I just found out I'm going to be with Joey Diaz at the Tempe Improv in January. So
That's amazing.
I'm so excited.
How cool is that?
I know, I can't wait.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
thanks.
amazing. And don't forget to check out Kate's podcast, Date Fails,
Yes.
which is my second favorite podcast next to ours.
Well, you used to be on it.
It may secretly be my favorite.
Aw, I
no,
love
I love it. It's a great show. You got to check it out. It's super funny.
You should check out the Joey Chestnut episode
Oh God,
of Date
that,
Fails.
Oh my God.
that was
Another
amazing.
shitting the bed story. You know,
Yeah.
I'm going to start having everyone on my show to tell a shitting their pants story.
Do you know that story, Mike, about Joey Chestnut from